Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel, Gun Breakdown, a Beginner's Guide. I'm Jonathan, and today we're going to be continuing our Glock series. Today we're going to be talking about how to break down and clean your Glock 43X pistol. Now you may notice that this weapon looks super wet, and it's because I was actually making the first video and my mic died, so I was actually in the process of cleaning it. But moving on from that, let's get into the breakdown. So what we're going to do first is point this weapon in a safe direction. We're going to remove the source of ammunition by depressing the mag release button right here. There's no magazine inserted. So now we're going to rack our slide to the rear and put up our slide release right here. I see nothing, I feel nothing, the weapon is clear. So now we're going to send this forward. And in order to take your slide off, you're going to have to pull the trigger. And before we rack the slide just a little bit to the rear, you see this little rib notch right here. And also on this side right here. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull the slide back. We're going to grab both sides of the slide lock bar. And we're going to pull them down. And then we're going to push our slide forward. So now that we have that, we're going to set down our trigger housing group. We're going to grab our guide rod and spring. We're going to set that down to the side. We're going to set down our barrel and our slide. Okay. And now that that's done, I've already CLP'd everything. So what you're going to do is you're going to take CLP or solvent to the internals right through here. Right here along the trigger bar and inside of here where this little square hole is. So you want to make sure you get inside of there and clean that very well. Next, you're going to take CLP or your solvent, and then you're going to spread it along with your fingers across the guide rod and the spring. Next is going to be your barrel. You're going to spray inside right here where the hook piece is. You're going to spray the breech face, which is right around here, and then you're going to spray the inside of the barrel. Next is going to be your slide. You're going to spray the slide right here all the way down and inside the grooves through here. And then once you have that done, you can go ahead and grab your steel brush and you can start brushing. Any parts that move, you want to make sure you go ahead and get those as well. Any part of the action that moves, any action that moves, you want to go ahead and grab that. Move that up and down or side to side, however your pieces work. Okay. Next is going to be our barrel. We're going to brush the breech face right here. All right, now that we have that done, we're going to grab our cleaning rag. We're going to wipe off our hands and our brush. Okay. Now that's done, we're going to go move on to our slide. We're going to start brushing here. And you want to make sure that you get your extractor. So your extractor is going to be this piece right here. And you see that little hook right there? You want to make sure you get inside of that with an applicator, which we'll do that in just 1 second. Okay. So let's grab our Q-tips. Let's go through everything. Get inside of here. So yeah, look how dirty that is. Definitely needed a cleaning. We're going to get right inside here of the extractor. We're going to take a new Q-tip. Okay. We're going to do one more before we move on to the extractor. And the reason it's important to clean your extractor is your extractor can get gunked up with carbon, and that can make it difficult for it to extract brass. You can have cycling issues if you don't clean your extractor. Okay. Let me grab one of these. Let me grab one of these Q-tips instead really quick. See, they're a little bit smaller and they're not as narrow at the top, but they're much more sturdy. They're not going to be as inclined to break as easily. Here we go. Okay. And now that we got our extractor cleaned off, we're going to go back to our trigger housing group. And we're going to take applicators to every nook and cranny inside of here. Make sure you get in front of the trigger bar as well, because that does tend to get dirty. There we go. And if your weapon is exceptionally dirty, it's okay for you to take as many passes through with your solvent or CLP as necessary. There's nothing wrong with that. You're not always gonna get your weapon clean perfectly on the first time. I will say, this isn't the military. There isn't some kind of weapon inspection. You don't have to do this absolutely perfectly. It doesn't have to be 100% pristine. You just want to get the majority of it off. And it's really more so about consistent cleaning than just super deep and thorough cleaning one time a year kind of thing. It's better just to clean your weapon a few times. If you're not shooting it, keep your weapon clean throughout the year as time goes on. And taking care of your weapon, it's going to take care of you. Okay, so we go right here and there and there. Okay, we're going to set that down to the side. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to change our gloves. All right, and now that that's done, we're going to wipe off our trigger housing group. Make sure you get inside into your mag well too. All right, now that that's done, we're going to set that to the side. And for our barrel, now that we've already brushed the hook side and the breech face, we're going to take our bore brush and we're going to run through the barrel. And you want to make sure that you're spinning that in combination along the way. Okay. All right, and let's take a look. Alrighty. Looks good to me. If you needed to make another pass through, if you see little specks inside of your barrel, that means you need to run your brush through again until you get all that out. Now for our slide, we're going to go ahead and wipe this off, the excess CLP. Okay. And now that that's done, there shouldn't be anything else that we have left to do. So we're going to take an applicator one more time to any nooks and crannies on everything just to make sure that we got everything. Just a quick run through. Yep. Let's see, I missed a spot right here. Your slide release. I'll make sure you get under that too. Okay, now that we got that, we're going to check our slide. All right, we're going to do this again. And again. Okay. All right, and now that that's done, we're going to go ahead and reassemble our weapon. So we're going to grab our barrel. And we're going to, make sure your hook side is facing down, and we're going to put it into this larger hole right here at the top, or the bottom in this case. So just like that. And you see this little concave U shape right there? This is where your guide rod is going, the flange of your guide rod is going to sit. So this end is going to go into here, and your flange is going to sit into the U shape. There we go. And this is what it should look like when it's flush. All right. And now we got that, we're going to line up our slide with our grooves. Rack that back on all the way. And we're going to wipe this down again really quick. Okay, and now that that's done, we're going to perform what's called a functions check on the firearm. So first things first, we're going to pull the trigger for a click, rack the slide again, reset it. This time when we pull the trigger, we're going to hold it down, keep it held down, rack the slide again, release the trigger for a clunk, pull the trigger again for a click, rack it again. And there you go. You have performed your disassembly, cleaning, reassembly, and functions check on the Glock 43X pistol. If you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, comment, subscribe, and share. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Everything you guys do helps with the algorithm of the channel. So I just want to say thank you guys. Thank you for the over 100 subscribers that we've had. Thank you for the views, especially on the bodyguard video. I really didn't expect it to do so well. So thank you guys so much for watching that, and thank you for all the commentary. And yeah, stay safe, take care every day.